is no better way to rebuild trust than to make sure that what broke it the first time does not break it again. Now, a big reason why many people struggle rebuilding the trust is because they do not address the why. Think about it. Anytime someone discovers they're being cheated on, one of the first questions that comes to their mind is why? They want to know why you cheated, and if you tell them that you don't know why you cheated, all they think is, okay, how are you going to stop yourself from cheating again if you don't even know why you did it the first time? Or they begin to think that you were just covering up the fact that you love this other person that you cheated with. There is no excuse for cheating. However, there are issues people have, and they use cheating as a way to avoid those issues. Now, in any case after infidelity, if the trust is ever going to be rebuilt, then the why of the issues, it is absolutely necessary to discover your core issues of cheating and fix them, because ultimately that is what is going to reassure the betrayed spouse. Because their number one concern is, if they take you back, are you going to cheat again? So they want reassurance to make sure that it won't happen again. Let's explore 3 issues that cheaters have and see if any of these resonate with you that help you discover your core issues of cheating. If you are new, I am Michael, and I'm one of the leading infidelity recovery specialists in the field. And I help cheaters stop cheating and help couples heal, rebuild the trust, and fall back in love after infidelity. If you have not subscribed, subscribe now as we learn to recover from infidelity. Number 1, issues of loneliness, which I know this one all too well. When you have issues of loneliness, you do not like to be alone. You do things like jump from relationship to relationship. You may always have someone that you're talking to or texting, even if it's just friends. Now, when you have issues of loneliness, that does not mean you do not ever like to be alone. You can be alone sometimes. However, it is when you do not want to be alone as to where you really do not like it. Now, where do issues of loneliness come from? A lot of the times it comes from issues of abandonment. Perhaps early on in life, someone was abandoned and it was very traumatizing to them. Or perhaps when they were growing up, they were left alone a lot and it really made them afraid. And now they are afraid to be alone because they do not want to experience that again. Number 2, issues of resentment, which breeds revenge seeking. You see, this is where the issue of justification comes into play. What happens is, over time in your relationship, all of the arguments that you've had with your partner, you say, I'm over it, or you don't care about it anymore, but in actuality, you have not truly forgiven. You see, what happens is you hold on to the past, and anytime you become upset, all of those issues of the past resurface in those moments. That lets you know you haven't truly forgiven or healed from it. Another one is avoidance. This is where they avoid issues. They do not like to talk about their problems. They would rather distract themselves or distract everyone else with fun and excitement. But now, why does this cause problems? It causes problems because you become really good at compartmentalization, which is where you break your life or your feelings into compartments. You can become really good at being in a situation of stress one moment, and then the next moment, it's like nothing happened. This is why many betrayed spouses wonder how their unfaithful spouse could just have an affair and then come home and act completely normal. Also, when you avoid issues, you create this story in your mind that feeds whatever desired narrative, which in that case is cheating. You see, that gives you entitlement to cheat. When you create issues of entitlement, that is where you entitle yourself to cheat. And the feeling is like, well, it's okay to cheat, or what I'm doing isn't as bad as it really is. When you begin to feel entitled, you begin to justify your actions. The story may sound like, hey, well, my partner doesn't spend time with me anymore because they are probably seeing someone else. Then suddenly you tell yourself, well, maybe I should see someone else too. Then all of a sudden you feel justified in what you are doing. But now you see, if that unfaithful person would have just communicated with their partner and opened up their heart to truly forgiving, they would see there is no reason to abandon the relationship. Now, does any of this sound familiar to you? These are the reflections we must make to discover our own core issues of cheating so we can fix them. Why is it important, again, to discover our core issues of cheating and fix them? Because that is the #1 way to rebuild the trust after infidelity. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and join me as we recover from infidelity. I appreciate you and your time. Happy recovery. I'll see you soon.